Welcome back to Rockline. Oh,
Sounds like their first album, A Drum Machine.
Yeah, it does. Listen, I almost thrown there. I heard some audibleism there. Before we get back to the phones, we'd like to welcome a brand new member to the Rockline family, guys. Power 93.5. That's WSBG, located in the beautiful Poconos. Welcome to Rockline, and we look forward to hearing from all of you out there in the Poconos real soon. I've been here for several weeks now, guys. I've never seen the phones light up like this. People want to talk to you. Let's go to a place where part of your album was recorded. Shelbyville is in Indiana, and we got a listener of Q95 rather, in Indianapolis. That's Rick. Hi, Rick.
Hi, how's it going, Kiss?
Oh, right.
How's it going?
Good.
Great. Sitting here watching the Kings game.
Who's winning?
It's still tied with about a minute and 50 seconds in the third period.
All right.
Question, on the liner notes from Alive 3, says that the album was mixed at A&M Studios by Eddie Kramer and Garth with 3 Gs.
Right.
Is there any connection to Mr. Brooks?
No, not actually. The reason his name is Garth Richardson, he's an engineer, and the reason that he uses 3 Gs is because Garth stutters, and that's his way of making a little trademark for himself.
All right, Garth. I was thinking it might be the guy from, the guy from the movie with the guy, Wayne's World, what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Thank you, Rick, for the call. I'll get it straight here. Cincinnati's our next stop. Brent's a listener of WEBN down there. Hi, Brent.
How you doing?
Good.
Gene, Paul, Bruce, Eric, thank you for taking my call, and thank you for 20 great years of rock and roll.
The best is yet to come.
You're my favorite band, and I have one simple question to ask you. You're going to be doing this little meet and greet tour here.
Right.
Maybe we should.
The closest you're coming is Chicago. I live in Cincinnati.
Right.
Actually, we're coming to Youngstown, Ohio.
How could I get in?
Well, at this point, I don't know if there's any more passes for people who don't know what this is about. Record stores in the major cities, when you buy a Kiss album, for a penny more you get a coupon, and that's your ticket to meet us. We're having parties all around the country where you get a chance to spend a couple of hours with us, not one of those signing sessions at a record store where we sign a piece of paper and then some big muscle guy throws you out. You're going to get a chance to spend a couple of hours with us, and we're going to hang out, get a chance to know you a little better. I don't know if there's any more of those coupons available, but I think we all wish you the best. There was a limited number. I think we're trying to have about 1,000 of our closest friends in each city.
Great. And you guys will be airing Kiss Confidential at these premiere parties,
That's
is that
right.
Good. Let's tell you where they are. First of all, you guys get cranking next Friday in Dallas at the Sound Warehouse. Then you move to Atlanta on the 21st. Turtles and Turtles Rhythm and Views is where you're going to be. 24th and 25th in Washington and Baltimore, respectively, at Record and Tape Traders. And we'll give you a few more later on tonight. All right. Thank you, Brent, for the call, and hope you get in, my friend. St. Louis, Missouri is our next stop. Let's talk to Eric, a listener of KC95. Hi, Eric.
Yeah, Kiss, how you guys doing?
Great.
All right. I'm doing good.
All right. I just want to say thank you guys for the 20 years of rock and roll. I look forward for another 20 years.
All right. Thank you.
And I was wondering if you could tell us anything more about the Kiss tribute album.
We, if you notice, we're a little bit shy about talking about this stuff. Obviously, there's something going on, but we're really not ready to talk about it yet. It's no secret that there are artists out there who want to do some of our tunes, and we'll talk about it soon. But, right now we're so jazzed about Alive 3, that's the only thing in front of us. There's a lot coming up. Just hang in there, and we'll talk about all that stuff that's going to come up. But right now, we live, breathe, and eat and dream Alive 3.
Thank you, Eric, for the call. Stay tuned, my friend. Broadview Heights. That's near Cleveland. That's our next stop. Let's talk to James, a listener of WMMS there. Welcome to the show, James.
How you doing, guys?
Great.
All right.
Great.
Cleveland, that's my hometown.
All right, Eric, how you been?
All right.
Congratulations. All right, there's a few questions I want to ask you. I don't know if they're relevant or nothing, but they've been on my mind for a while. First one is Kiss Live 3 just came out. I want to know what actual songs were from Cleveland.
Boy, that's difficult to know because we'd have to go back and check the tapes. Literally what we did is we recorded the 3 shows. We would listen back to all the versions of a song and then go with it. And at the time we might say, yep, that's Cleveland, or yep, that's Indianapolis. But I can't tell you. And right now in the background you can hear somebody pouring drinks. But I can't tell you where they're from. But if you hear yourself screaming in the background, you know that's Cleveland.
That's you. What's your next question, James?
The next question was actually from The Elder. I know you guys want to put that kind of behind you, but there was supposed to be a movie that was supposed to come out with that. Whatever came out with that?
Talk to Gene about that.
When we were recording the record, the idea was that there'd be this story that the album was based on, and it was circulated to Hollywood producers, but like 99% of all movie ideas, they do not get made. I mean, we had people like Christopher Makepeace interested, some actors and stuff. Point is, it never happened. Well, I do have a home movie of the Elder, though, and if you're around, I'll show it to you.
Great album, too. Lou Reed did some great work with you guys on that one. And congratulations to Cleveland, by the way. Cracked ground on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame today, I heard, on the radio this morning.
No kidding.
Thank you, James, for both questions. Let's move on to Lansdowne, Pennsylvania, and talk to John, a listener of Z95 there in Allentown. Hi, John.
Hi there.
What's happening, brother?
I have two questions for you. First one is, I'd like to ask you, how did the sound... or now that you did one tour with Eric Singer, how did the sound of the band change in concert with Eric Singer on drums instead of Eric Carr?
Well, it's an interesting question, and it's a loaded question, too, because, we all have tremendous respect and great memories of Eric Carr. I don't think any of us would be here today without him, and he did a tremendous contribution for, the 11 years he was in the band. I think everybody would have to say, from the concert tour that we did and the clubs that we did, under the circumstances that Eric Singer came in under, I think he's been an absolute dynamo. I think the band really has never sounded better, and he's sitting across from me, and I know that right now he likes me even more.
He's blushing.
Certainly. He is blushing. What's your next question, John?
I just wanted, since you have all four members here, I wanted to ask each of you, what's your favorite Kiss song to do in concert?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is Eric. I'd have to say probably either Parasite or Watching You.
Gene?
Favorite one. The only song I get a chance to scream. It's actually part of the lyric. Like that. Deuce.
All right.
I really got off on, this is Bruce. I got to say I got off on the Star Spangled Banner, but that's not a Kiss song, so I will say I thought Unholy was very cool to do. It was a tough song to play live, and I think we did it.
Great job on that Star Spangled Banner. Yes, sir, Mr. Stan.
Love Gun, Love Gun, Love Gun. Right. Now and forever.
Gotta love
Paul's favorite song.
You gotta love Love Gun. Thank you, John.
My favorite
songwriter. His favorite songwriter and his favorite vocalist.
I love that. Here's another one that you wrote, Paul, as a matter of fact. Gene gets, if you don't have it, you ought to get it. We're just talking about collectibles here. Someone mentioned it. And if you're into Kiss collectibles and memorabilia, there's a brand new book out called Kiss Collectibles Identification and Price Guide, published by Avon. Avon Books provides a 20-year look at the most merchandised band ever. And I think I still
We should say that we've got nothing to do with this book. It's cool that it's out there. It was put together by some fans in the Northeast, but, people shouldn't think that, okay, Kiss has got a new book out. We don't.
Right.
This thing is just they're so nuts. These Kiss fans are out of their minds, and this whole book is just a price list of all the, all the toys and paraphernalia that came out through the years.
It's like baseball cards or anything else. You guys are valuable. Kelowna, British Columbia. Kelowna, British Columbia is where we're going. Let's talk to John, who's listening to the Lizard right now. Hey, John.
Hi there, guys.
Hi.
Hey.
Yo.
I'd just like to let you know, first off, that I've been a fan from the beginning since 1974, and it's sure great to be hearing Eric and Bruce in the band.
All right,
Thanks, man.
Okay, my question tonight is, working with Eddie Kramer, I was wondering how it was to work with him again, and was he brought in just because he produced the first two live albums? I mean, what's the deal behind it, kind of, if you know what I mean?
Well, he's got a British accent, and we've always been very jealous of anybody that... No. We actually wanted to continue the sound, the approach. There's a lot of digital technology that's come in through the years. We could have made a real slick-sounding record, and it was actually Paul Stanley who kept prodding me and saying, you know what, we should forget about whatever else is going on, what's hip, what's fab right now. Let's just do what we do. Let's make Alive 3 a real meat and potatoes kind of record. And so it was, and so we did.
And the production, it's pretty clean. I mean, it's not a whole lot. You guys, what it was is what it was, right?
Things sound great. And I think the motto for this album was avoid technology.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get back to a tape recorder, a bunch of guitars, amplifiers, and a set of drums. And if that's not working, then we shouldn't be working.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Eddie had a lot of live experience, too. He was at Woodstock and stuff like that, so we're always talking about Hendrix. And stuff,
Hendrix.
That's fun. And, of course, the other Kiss albums.
And Zeppelin. And
Zeppelin, right.
You guys, it's a crunching album, and it really jumps out at you. And we're going to hear more of it in just a little bit. But right now, we're going to tell you that the number to call is 1-800-344-ROCK. You're listening to Rockline, live and nationwide on the Global Satellite Network. We're with Kiss. Come on back now.
KIBZ Lincoln is pure rock. 106.3 The Blaze.
Okay, now you got to make plans to be with us 1 week from tonight as we welcome a gentleman who happens to be a good friend of all the guys sitting here with me tonight, the one and only Ozzy Osbourne. Now, along with giving you the chance to talk to Ozzy, we're going to give you the exclusive world broadcast premiere of his brand new live disc, Live and Loud. You guys have been talking, hadn't you? That's Ozzy Osbourne next Monday night on Rockline. I got a quote here from Ozzy about you guys, and this is a quote from Ozzy. I knew they were going to make it big when they were a support band for Sabbath, and they asked us to take down the Union Jack flag while touring with us. That showed they had balls. Since then, we've been good friends, and I admire them immensely. Thank you, Ozzy.
Great guy. Great man.
We can't wait to have him in here. Let's go talk some more folks here. Albertus, PA is our next stop. Steve, a listener of Z95 in Allentown. Hi, Steve.
Hey, how are you?
Hey.
I guess got one thing to say. You guys handled the situation with their car with a whole lot of respect, and it hit me hard too. I'm sure it really hit you guys hard. Is there any immediate plans for the other things that were recorded from the Revenge tour to be released, or anything like that?
You mean the other songs?
Yeah.
Well, there's probably about another 10 in the can, and they sound every bit as good as the ones that you've heard. It's just that obviously we felt 16 or 17 songs would match a live 1 and 2. We have these other ones in the can, and we really don't know what's going to happen with them at this point, but who knows? At some point they may be a live 3 part 2.
I originally heard there was going to be like 28 songs and there's a live 3.
We were playing around with that idea, and then the record company started to have headaches, and they started to tell us why, all having to do with how much cash it was going to cost. And I mean, it's unfortunate, but sometimes those considerations can ruin a party. So we tried to do the best we could and still not charge too much for this thing. I mean, as it is, it's close to being a double record, and
for the price of one CD.
For the price of one CD.
16 songs, 16 large and lovely songs. Paul, you going to say something or no?
Not really. I always want to say something.
You know what? I'm hearing things out of the side of my head.
Anything.
Steve, great question, Steve. Let's move on to Wichita. Talk to Josh, listening to us on KICT 95. Hi, Josh.
Hi. First of all, I'd like to say I love all you guys. You are really great. And I was wondering if Gene, would you say hi to Alex McAllister?
Sure. Can I get you a sandwich while I'm at it? Anything?
He's like your biggest fan I know.
Okay,
he loves you guys. He has your cards and everything.
Tell me exactly what you want me to say. I am your servant.
Hi, Alex McAllister.
Hi, Alex McAllister.
And I was wondering, this question's for Eric. How do you feel about being the newest member in the band?
Well, it's already been a year and a half, so I don't feel like it's that new anymore. These guys have accepted me with like open arms, and I feel like part of the. Gene's got a gun to my head. I feel like everything's been a really smooth transition. Everyone gets along with me really good, and that's what it's supposed to be all about. Having fun, just making music. So, it's happened so good that I don't even feel like it's new.
Mm-hmm. Now you played with Sabbath, and you also played with a guy that put on a pretty good show, Alice Cooper. Did either of these acts prepare you for what you would experience live with these guys?
Well, everything you do kind of preps you. I went through a lot of different stuff with different people, so it kind of, I kind of honed my craft a little bit and learned some tricks of the road and what it's like to all be in a band and deal with it all. So, because being in KISS is a big responsibility. As I found out, it's not just about the music. It's like the fans really are unlike any other fans. They have extreme loyalty, and you have to be willing to give of yourself a lot of time and commitment to those fans because they deserve it and expect it.
The lines have been ringing since 5 Pacific Coast time. You better believe the fans are there. Thank you, Josh. Let's move to Memphis, Tennessee, my hometown, and talk to Johnny, listener of Rock 103 there. Hey, Johnny.
Hi, I've got 2 questions for you guys. First, I'd like to say I was fortunate enough to see KISS play the Stone in San Francisco on the club tour before Revenge.
That's a great show.
It was definitely something I'll never forget.
Yeah, that was my first show. This is Eric.
Really, yeah, and Eric singing, you're just badass, man. That's all I got to say on the drums.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
You're killer. One of my first questions is back to the live one. I was curious, Ace's the lead playing he does on there. How much of that was actually done live, or did he have to go back in the studio and touch some of that up?
What you heard was basically what happened. What you see is what you get. Any band, however, that tells you that things aren't sometimes doctored in the studio. I mean, if you hit a real boner, and I don't mean boner in the nice way, I mean a stinker, you're a knucklehead if you leave it on the record. And mostly what you heard was exactly the way it happened. That's all I got to say.
Okay. Thank you, Johnny, for the call. Let's go back to Bruce's recording debut with this here band. The album was called Asylum. The song is called Tears Are Falling. I think we should I am an asylum. Let's talk some more to your listeners because we got a zillion people calling. Jason calling from Coral Springs down in Florida, listener of 103 She in Fort Lauderdale. Welcome to Rockline, Jason.
Thank you. How you guys doing?
All right. Your station's named after a Kiss song, huh?
Yeah. Congratulations on your 20th anniversary.
Thank you.
Looks like 1993 will be the year of Kiss.
All right.
My question is, was it tough to leave off songs like War Machine and Love Gun off the Alive 3 album?
Much tougher to leave off Love Gun.
Who wrote that?
Can you tell?
Paul wrote that, right.
My favorite writer, my favorite.
We were really it was like pulling teeth, actually. We really tongue's too big. You
it's
understand.
catching.
We really didn't know what to put on and what to leave off, and
we'll take it off.
Check and balance system. We tried to do all of it. Put some of the early stuff in. There's about 4 tunes from the early period, and overall we think it's the best of all the choices. I mean, you try sitting down out of 200 tunes and pick 16, okay? It's a tough choice.
Tough choice. And, when I first saw Star Spangled Banner before I heard it, I thought, why did they do that? Then I heard it, Bruce.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful,
it was fitting
job.
to the whole stage show and what we were doing that year.
And the version is incredible.
Great.
Incredible version.
And
Thank you, Jason.
For the great.
Yeah. Great. Paul, you wrote
that. Sang that well.
And Bruce sings.
well, Bruce.
Thank you, Jason. Let's move on to Keene, New Hampshire. Talk to Chris, a listener of WAAF. That's 107.3 in Boston. Hi, Chris.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi, Chris.
Hi, how are you?
Okay.
Good. Hey, I wanted to tell you guys, first of all, that you sound and look better than ever. I realized that when I saw you from the front row when you played the club tour in Boston. I caught you there. Incredible, all 4 of you, I got to tell you.
Really? Thank you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So that was not a retouched picture, right?
No. Hey,
In the
I
flesh.
tried, but I couldn't retouch anything. I couldn't touch it the first time. I couldn't retouch it. So, I mean,
You couldn't
hey,
touch
anyway.
it the first time? What was that?
Never mind.
It was a double
It's
entendre.
a family program, Chris.
She was blinded
What's your
by
question?
the PA.
My question is, Kiss has gone through more than its share of ups and downs and good times and bad times throughout the year, but you guys have never given up. And I was wondering, how have you managed to hang on even during all the bad times?
I think the most important thing is that you're not in this for the big success or the down periods. You do something because you love doing it. When we first started playing music, it was because we loved rock and roll. And rock and roll should be like the blues. It should be the kind of thing you do until you die. People never said, oh, Howlin' Wolf, you're not selling as many records this year as last year, or maybe you're getting older, when you're going to quit. I mean, rock and roll is something that if you truly love it, it's not about being a pop star and how many albums you sell this year or what restaurant you can go to. It's in your blood. And if it's in your blood, then you love doing it.
That is a great answer. Confucius. I finally looked it up. Confucius said, find a job you like, you never work another day. That is a great answer, Paul Stanley. Thank you so much. And thank you, Chris, for the call. One question correct. Let's move to Modesto, California, and talk to Drew then. Listener of 95.1 KDJK. KJ. Talk to us, Drew, before I mess up some more here. What's going on?
Kiss.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Right.
God, it's great to talk to you guys. I saw you guys in Sacramento and in Oakland. You guys rock really hard.
All right.
I was wondering, Eric, my question is for you.
All right.
How long have you been playing drums, man?
Let me see. Way more than most of my life. Actually, I've been playing since I was about 10 or 11 years old, and I'm 35 now. So do your subtraction, and there you go. We're about 23, 24 years, something like that.
How'd you get to be into? I mean, you played with Lita Ford and
I have pictures too.
Pictures of him as a baby.
11-year-old drummer.
Okay.
Playing with Lita
Wait,
Ford.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
You played with Lita Ford and Black Sabbath. How did you get all these jobs? Because I play drums too, and I was wondering.
How did you get all these jobs? Well, I'll be honest with you.
Side of the highway. We'll work for food.
Yeah, exactly. You see these people with the signs. I was the first one to do that when I moved here. No, actually, I think a lot of it's, there's no set formula for anything. You just got to be in the right place at the right time. You got to have a lot of desire. And but once you get your foot in the door, everything's like a chain link fence. One thing leads to another. And, this is where I ended up. It took me a long time to get here, but I got here.
You're here. Thank you, Drew, for the call. Let's hear another one. The album is called Kiss Alive 3. I love this one. I Was Made for Loving You. It's on the Rockline.
but we'll tell you later.
Yeah, that's right. I Was Made for Loving You from Kiss Alive 3. It's time to start sending in your postcards for your chance to win one of our 93 Rockline AT&T calendars. These signed by all of the guests that appear on the show during the month of June. Now, to enter, just send us a postcard, give us your name, address, and the station that you're listening to right now, and mail it to 1993 Rockline calendar. That's P.O. Box 4383, Hollywood, California, 90078. The 93 Rockline calendars are brought to you by AT&T. We help put your world within reach. You're listening to Rockline, live and nationwide on the Global Satellite Network. Now, before we get back to more of your calls from members of KISS, let me tell you that everybody who gets on the air tonight with KISS receives an...
3 for all all us fans. We appreciate it. My question, real quick. I know Alive 3 is what's important right now, but I heard the other night y'all are planning on going on the studio this fall, and I was wondering if you had done any writing with Vinnie Vincent or Bob Dylan or anyone you had collaborated with before.
No, so far we're just keeping the stuff to ourselves. We try to explore all the areas, but usually we start off writing our own tunes. And then, if and when we run out of ideas, we try to come up with some more stuff. And if somebody, walks in off the street with a riff that excites us, we'll develop it. But so far we've got, a nice stack of new ideas that we've done demos of, and we're real jazzed. But so far it's all band written.
Wonderful. Gene, I want to show you something I wrote.
Right in front of you.
Thank you, Dan, for the call. Let's move to New Orleans. We're doing it down south right now. Let's talk to Bobby, a listener of a great station, 99.5 WRNO down there in New Orleans. Hey, Bobby.
How are ya?
All right.
How are ya?
Hello, guys.
What's happening?
Nothing. I just wanted to make sure that all of you knew, of course, over the last 20 years, 5 years, you've heard a million people tell you that you've been the greatest thing that ever happened to them. But now you're going to hear it from me, too.
All right, Bobby.
It only counts. It's as important from each person. And, it's nothing you get tired of, obviously, because whatever influence we could have had on you, good or bad, we want to know about, and we're glad about.
Well, Paul, I want to play with you pretty soon, too, because we're going to jam. Anyway.
All right, Bobby.
All right, here's my question. First of all, being a songwriter, I wanted to know, you've got better than 200 songs on record. How do you just keep coming up with new ideas? I mean, do you ever sit there and say, that's it, there's no more?
Gene, as I can say from what I've seen and experienced, has many inspirational forces coming into play on a daily basis.
Dominoes.
Yeah, domino,
I thought it was his office.
What brought this? Eric, I think
Eric wants to know how you keep coming up with ideas for all these different songs. I mean, I just have seen firsthand where your inspiration comes from.
The can.
The cookie.
No.
Where?
Is there anything you really want to know? Or
You're not going to get a good answer with that one.
I don't think anybody's prepared to give you exactly where all the inspiration comes from.
You know what? We're blessed. If that's where this thing comes from, I don't know. I've read interviews with great writers, Irving Berlin, people like that, and Gershwin, people.
Stanley.
A lot of stuff that most people don't know about, and repeatedly they keep talking about these ideas floating in the air, and that just sort of they snap one out of there. Inspiration's a weird thing. Where it comes from, nobody knows.
Yeah, what's her name?
It just comes right through.
You don't question it. If it works, it works, and we're real pleased that we've got brand new ideas that are cool.
Does it work, Gene?
Yes.
It's working.
It's working.
Carry a pad with you and
write it on a daily basis.
Write your ideas down as you go. Thank you, Bobby, and hope you got your question answered, dear. Olivehurst, California. Lovely places where we're going next. Let's talk to David, a listener of 93.9. That's KFM in Chico. Hi, David.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good.
I was lucky enough to see you in the club tour in San Francisco at the Stone also.
Cool.
And the regular tour in Sacramento at Arco Arena. And by the way, we were the one that was pulling over Paul's mic stand and grabbing all his picks.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's always good to sing with the mic on the floor. No, that's fine.
I just want to say that Alive 3 was definitely worth the wait.
Great.
I got a couple of questions here. Will there be any songs on Kiss Confidential that aren't on Alive 3?
Actually, I think Take It Off is one, right?
Yeah, Take It Off is, and is Detroit on there? Yeah.
Detroit's on
but
there.
Detroit's on both.
Yeah, probably just Take It Off is.
But just a word. I'm sorry. Just a word about Kiss Confidential. We're just finishing up editing it today or tomorrow is going to be the last day, and it's just a barrel. I was going to say something full of laughs.
Barrel of laughs.
That's a barrel of laughs, folks.
monkeys.
So this goes back. This goes back all the way back to '73.
This stuff is basically the last tour plus a couple of vintage video things, and we handed out video cameras to a lot of people. In fact, Eric Singer had.
And we're waiting to get them back.
In fact, Eric Singer had a video camera with him, and he's one of the cameramen that we use stuff from. And it's all the stuff that happens, backstage. The circus that is Kiss, the girls.
It's a great combination of extreme close-up and a live concert. I mean, there's documentary stuff, there's interviews, there's strippers, there's live, concert stuff. It's great. I mean, we're real pleased with it.
Good, good. Second question, David.
Yeah, I've seen Kiss on every tour without makeup since the first tour with Vinny, and I've been collecting the tour books from every tour. But the last one on the Revenge tour, they were sold out. Is there any way I could possibly get a copy of that?
If you, this is the Kiss charity and interview show. So if you stay on the line after we come off, and please give your name and address to whoever's going to take your name and address down, and I will personally make sure you get one.
All right.
And send the check to me.
Gene Simmons.
No, don't worry. I'll personally make sure you get it, but don't hang up.
All right, David. Hang on the line here. Thank you for the call here. Let me give you some more dates for this this tour you guys are doing. We stopped off at D.C. and Baltimore. The 28th of June, you'll be in New York City at Sam Goody Musicland. The 1st of July in Boston, Massachusetts at Strawberries. The 7th, back to Detroit. You're going to Detroit on the 7th. Michigan is lovely this time of the year. Harmony House is where you'll be. Then Chicago on the 9th at Musicland. We'll give you a couple more later on. We spoke about Domino. At least you did over here, Eric, talking about Domino.
Right.
They got it queued up. Let's hear it right now on Rockline. Songs, and thought we might be playing Van Morrison's Domino. No.
Oh,
not at all.
Domino. Get that jizz on the radio. On the radio.
Maybe you guys should
on the
do
radio.
that.
Into the Mystic.
That's great. Yeah, beautiful song here. We're back with Kiss here. I'm Beau Riles. This is Rockline you're listening to. Let's go to Jacksonville and talk to Scott, guys, listener of Rock 105 there. Welcome to the show, Scott.
How y'all doing, guys?
Okay. All right.
Hey, listen, I happen to be a 31-year-old guy, so I've been around for a while and still listen. I got a chance to see y'all in 1976 in Germany. I have a comment and a question for you, if I could. The comment is the other day I was sitting around playing my guitar, and I heard a pop noise coming from around the corner, and my son had gotten into my albums and found that little gun that came in the Love Gun album.
Wow.
And said to me, "What's this, Daddy? All I could do was smile." Those are such good memories, and I
Wow.
appreciate it, fellas.
Hold on to that. That's, there's not a lot of those around.
Oh, let me tell you, y'all made a lot of money off me paraphernalia-wise, okay?
Well,
I got everything.
Paul
I
was
still have it.
Paul was talking about the memories.
Yeah, I was saying that, a lot of kids use those and then threw them away. And when you have those, I mean, you're a lucky guy. I wish I had one of those.
I'm telling you, I was one of the guys who used to open up Cream magazine and just go down and check every KISS member off in the categories for the yearly awards. But let me, question is, back then it seemed like when you opened up the magazines, everything KISS, it seemed like Japan just took to KISS like unbelievably. Was there any reason for that in particular, you think?
That's a good question. It's really strange. I remember when we first got there in 76 or 77, we landed at the airport, and this is a true story. People think it's just rumor, but it's actually true. We landed. We had a 747 painted. It was a Pan Am Clipper with KISS painted on the side. So we took over the entire 747, went there. It was a big party. We landed at the airport, and they wouldn't let us go through in makeup because we were going to go through in makeup. We had to take our makeup off so that the security guys could see that it was the same people on the passport. It was a real weird time. But why did the Japanese take on to us? I don't know.
Maybe it was the Kabuki.
Yeah, it may have had
makeup.
some, the influence of the Kabuki makeup, which was similar. But it was amazing because people used to tell us, "Oh, you got to go to Japan. You're really big over there." And we didn't really know how big until we got off the plane, and we thought that we were like extras in a Beatle movie or something.
Yeah, you saw how small the people were.
Speaking of the Beatles and how big you were in Japan, I'm searching desperately for the exact figures, but you broke all of their records there, of course, when you played at Budokan years ago. Smash Beatle records. Big time. Scott, I think that was your last question, and hold on to that gun. Go get it from your child, all right? From the Love Gun album. Thank you for the call. Let's move to New Palestine, Indiana. I've been over there working on the railroad, believe it or not. Who gives a damn, really, Beau? Let's talk to Tim, a listener of Q95 in Indianapolis. Hi, Tim.
Hey, Kiss, how you doing?
All right.
This is my question to Paul and Gene. This is a long time ago. You guys made a movie. Remember the Kiss? You guys made a movie.
Okay, we're sorry, all right?
I remember that movie, but would you like like now, with all the albums you guys have done or something. I know you guys are making your video and stuff like that, the thing, but like another movie or something, like something to do with Kiss or something like that?
It would be hard to top that last one.
And Gene's in Jurassic Park. He's one of the dinosaurs.
Probably not. I mean, at some point in the future, if the Three Stooges want to get together, or the Four Stooges, and do the Life of Kiss, because there's a new Tina Turner movie coming out. I don't know. Probably not.
Son of Kiss.
Ted and Tina Turner, right?
You guys...
probably not. We probably wouldn't want to do another one of those. The first one was such a classic.
Instead, we have Kiss Confidential.
But we thank you. Really, we're appreciative, and a lot of people have great memories of Kiss Meets the Phantom, which is the film you're talking about. But, it was great at that time, but I can't imagine how we could do anything even similar to that.
I know a zillion people that saw that show, as a matter of fact. Thank you, Tim, for the call. These guys are too busy working on Kiss stuff these days. And let's do another one here from the Kiss Alive 3. This one blows me away still. Gene, you got to love it. Deuce out at you. Jumps out.
Yeah, but you're moving.
Deuce. Gene Simmons out in front, of course, there from Kiss Alive 3. You're listening to Rockline, my friends, live and nationwide. If you want to talk to Kiss, you've got to get on the phone. Our AT&T toll-free number is 1-800-344-ROCK. That's 344-7625. This is Rockline on the Global Satellite Network. And a big welcome back to Rockline. I'm your host, Beau Riles. We're here with Kiss, all four members in our Hollywood Rockline studios, and we're taking more calls. Up the coast a ways to Santa Maria, California, and talk to Chris at 100.3 K-Rock. At least that's what he's listening to. Hi, Chris.
Hey, how you guys doing?
All right.
Pretty
I
good.
love you guys. Let me start by saying that.
Yes.
Hey, man, two questions. Number one is I just want to know if you guys ever check into the Prodigy Network.
What is the Prodigy Network?
It's a computer service.
Oh, yeah.
It's an online service, and you got like a ton of fans on there. Everybody has nicknames, and I'm Flaming Youth.
We knew that.
Fine.
Well, I knew about the Prodigy,
Tell us about it. I know nothing about it.
It's a great program. You got about 1 billion guys on there who just absolutely love you guys, and I'm one of them.
Or you correspond through computers.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Very cool.
And that's how I found out you guys were on Rockline tonight.
Oh, how cool.
Right.
So, also, hey, Star Spangled Banner, man. Why'd you guys plan on doing that? That was fantastic. You blew Hendrix away.
Oh, thanks. Well, actually, I had the idea of maybe sticking that in somewhere in the show as a little solo on top of the drum riser or something like that. And then we realized, hey, it would be better if the whole band played it at the end of the show and blow up everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it was about.
Right.
But thank you. It was definitely in honor of Jimmy, for sure.
It's been a long time since we've heard it on any kind of album at all, live or otherwise, and it's our national anthem. Thank you, Chris, for both questions. Let's move to Edmond, Oklahoma. Talk to Steve, a listener of Rock 100, the Cat in Oklahoma City. Hey, Steve.
Hey, guys. Happy 20 years.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Listen, I got a quick question for Gene and Paul. This question was, it's an incident that happened back in '74 during the station wagon tour.
Oh, yeah, I remember
that.
Right.
Can you tell me exactly what joke he played on you guys out in the middle of nowhere?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We were on our way to Louisville, Kentucky, and we were traveling for like 2 days in the back of a station wagon. And this was when we were doing our first club tour. It was on the same trip where Ace wanted a drink of alcohol and was very thirsty. And I said to him, well, hell, drink some of my cologne. And he said, you can do that? I said, yeah. So he took a sip of cologne. Anyway, we kept driving, and at some point we were in a part of the country that looked very much like Deliverance, And at that time, we were like these city kids who had never really been out of New York much. And Sean, who was driving the car, decided to make believe we ran out of gas. And we came to a stop in the middle of nowhere. And any minute, I thought somebody was going to come out of the bushes and go, squeal like a pig. So anyway, you had to be there, but it was pretty funny.
That's a great.
Have you been waiting this long to hear this story?
Yeah, pass the cologne.
I'll tell you, I just wish I hadn't drank all that Carl syrup earlier today. Steve, thank you for the call. Let's hear one from Revenge, guys. Old Argentine, I love this. God gave rock and roll to you. This is Move Fast. Bidwell, Ohio. Let's talk to Tammy, a listener of Rock 105 over in Charleston, West Virginia. Welcome to the show, Tammy.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
I want to tell you guys I absolutely love you.
Thank you.
So I don't know if you could say hi to my cousin Shannon.
Hey, Shannon.
Hey, cousin Shannon.
Hello,
Cousin, what's happening?
Shannon.
She absolutely loves you guys, too. You guys are the greatest.
All right, Tammy. What's
I
on?
wanted to ask you all, what do you think is the absolute best thing about being in KISS?
Well, probably talking to people like you.
I think it's probably just having freedom. You know, that's what we all want out of life. If we're lucky enough to have a job where we don't feel we're working, then you have the freedom to really live a free life, and that's what we're doing. We get to do things that we love, and it pays the rent.
Great.
It's a fantasy to play your guitars with huge stacks of amps and play for
What
people
kind of
like
amps?
you guys. Oh, Marshall amps, by the way.
What kind of effects do you use?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me about your drum kit?
Cha-ching.
No,
cha-ching.
really, seriously, it's great to have it. The best thing is getting to do what you like for a living, and also when you have fans like yourself and all the other people that have been calling up that have an interest in what you do, that's a really, it's kind of an undescribable feeling.
Good. Gene, anything?
I was just taking this all in. I just got choked up, and I think
Don't cry.
He has his own fun.
That's right. Cookies. No, it was sweet of you to ask that question, and that's it.
All right, let's move on. This is so apropos. Detroit's our next stop. Guess who we're talking to? Christine, a listener of 101 FM WRIF. Christine, what's happening?
Are you 16?
Hey, Christine,
yeah,
how are you?
Christine. Yeah, hi.
How are you?
Are you 16?
No, no, I'm
She
not.
drives me
No.
dizzy.
Yeah, it's great to talk to you guys. I wanted to know, in your opinions, what do you think has kept KISS on top and still jamming and kicking ass after 20 years?
I think when you don't care about being on top, it goes back to that same thing. You can sometimes be on the bottom. It doesn't really matter, just as long as you're enjoying yourself.
All positions work.
Boom. Boy, that's true.
We couldn't imagine doing anything else. So let's rock.
All right, let's rock and roll. And 20 more years at least. Christine, thank you so much for the call. Listen, we're here. This is Rockline. This is incredible. This is KISS in front of me. I'm Beau Riles, and Rockline will continue next. Stay with us. Well, a big thanks to everyone for listening and for calling tonight. Make plans to be with us next Monday night as we welcome Mr. Ozzy Osbourne, friend of KISS here. Also coming up soon, we'll be giving you the opportunity to speak with Mark Cohn and David Crosby, Billy Idol, and many, many more superstars of rock and roll in the near future. Special thanks tonight to Larry Mazer and Ronnie Feldman of Entertainment Services Unlimited, Ginger Greger and John Mazzacco at Mercury Records, Mitch Snyder at Levine and Schneider, and finally to our guests, Paul, Gene, Eric, and Bruce.
See, we behaved ourselves.
And Blackthorn. We were good, guys. You guys were wonderful.
And
Well
Blackthorn.
behaved. Listen,
Blackthorn.
Here's congratulations once again on 20 years and 20 more.
Thank
we
you,
want to see
Bo.
you right here,
Thanks a lot,
but even sooner in between in that big Empire State Building gig.
All people out there,
It's gonna be
thank
big.
you so much.
That's right. We
Thanks
love
a
you.
lot.
This means the world to us.
It was
We'll
fun.
see you on our little promo tour, won't
And yes, you
Blackthorn.
will.
we? And Eric,
That's right.
say goodbye.
All right.
Eric just said goodbye, and I will too. Thank you for paying attention. I'm Beau Riles. You've been listening to Rockline, brought to you by Budweiser, nothing beats a Bud, and by AT&T. We help put your world within reach. Rockline is engineered by Jimmy Rash, Chris Lindsley, John Valenzuela. Technical direction by Mike Correa. Talent acquisition, Richard Kimball. Thanks to Jim Jacob, Greg Jernigan, Kevin Stevens, and Linda Lotta for their special help. Am I reading fast enough? Our associate producer is Emily Carey, and Rockline is produced by the one and only Jim Villanueva. Executive producer Howard Gilman, and I'm Beau Riles. Rockline is an exclusive presentation of the Global Satellite Network.
KIBZ Lincoln is pure rock. 106.3 The Blaze.